You've literally helped hundreds of entrepreneurs at this point get millions of dollars of funding. I believe that the total amount so far has been 14 million in funding that your clients have got. That's amazing. Hello everyone and welcome. Thank you so much for joining us today. My name's Ari Page. I'm the Chief Executive Officer here at Fund&Grow, and today I'm super excited. I'm here in studio with Lucelia, Chou, and we are so excited, honored, thankful to have her here in studio with us. She is a powerhouse affiliate of ours, and she has sold hundreds and hundreds of memberships, getting clients literally millions of dollars of funding. So we are super thankful to have you here in studio with us today, Lucelia.
Yeah, likewise. I'm actually very honored to be here, to just, being standing right next to you after so many years of doing, the email thing. So thank you for having me today.
Absolutely. Yeah. So Lucelia's worked with us for
3 years, actually. Time flies when you're having fun.
Wow.
So.
Wow. Yeah. And you've literally helped hundreds of entrepreneurs at this point get millions of dollars of funding. I believe that the total amount so far has been 14 million in funding that your clients have got. That's amazing. What are some of the things that your clients are doing with that funding?
So for the most part, since we have a real estate educational channel, that's what they use the funding for. So we've seen our students grow from, their very first home to the second, third, and every time we see a picture post in our private Facebook group, we're both speechless. It's just amazing what you guys have been able to help other people do with the service that you provide.
Well, thanks. Then it's amazing what you guys are doing. But I was curious, a lot of people are going to be watching and wondering, how did you originally hear about Fund&Grow and how it could help your students?
I heard from you guys out of desperation. I hit a roadblock. I was investing in real estate. I maxed out on my personal credit cards. And then I was encountering issues with the lenders because of my debt and all of that fancy ratio that they talk about. And I figured, what else can I do? And then I started looking into creative ways to get access to money. Some of them were hard money lenders, but then I figured that's too expensive. I don't want to do that. One way or the other, I stumbled upon Fund&Grow, and that's where the magic all started.
That's a beautiful story, and we do work hard to get our clients a lot of funding. So now, as of now, you have nearly 700 referrals. How does it make you feel when you have a client that has like a massive success story that came, specifically because of your guidance that you gave them?
It feels great. I don't really have any words to explain it. When I came to the States, I struggled. I didn't know where to get started, how to build credit. And so knowing that I can actually facilitate that for other people, whether it's people who didn't really get access to that information depending on the neighborhood that you grew up in, or whether you're from overseas coming to the States looking for a new start, and knowing that we together were able to make that happen for them is just an amazing thing. It just makes me feel that I already fulfill my mission. Every single day I get to feel that way.
Yeah, and the number one thing is getting them to actually take action. That's the number one thing.
So numbers don't lie. We actually had a conversation with a student of ours not too long ago, because some of the comments that we get on YouTube is like, oh, if you're such a real estate great person, how come you don't show any of your properties? And I always wonder, well, first of all, I don't need to prove you anything. And if you need proof, that just simply means that you're looking for an excuse to just get out. I don't want you as part of my audience. I want people who are desperate to take actions and that they just simply don't know how to. So what we do is that we truly educate. We don't give them just one-off tips. We go above and beyond just to prove them that, hey, if you go to the bank and you check this out, it's true, and you're going to realize that it does actually works for you. So that kind of sets a boundary, sets the ground for your brand. And then once people believe in your brand, they trust your brand, they trust your recommendations. Aside from that, we don't work with just anybody. So we always try out the services first to really get the good feel out of it, because, let's just face it, people are great salespeople in general, and you can do a lot of this, but you're not going to fool me. Actions speak louder than words, so I have to see what the experience is like. And so far, the experience that we have with Fund&Grow has been amazing, and we felt that it was kind of like a disservice to prevent the rest of the world to know about you guys.
Lucelia, sometimes we have clients that are from out of the country. and they have to facilitate the ITIN. Have you come across that?
Yeah, I will say roughly about 20% of our audiences are from overseas. That's the beauty of speaking Spanish and English. It's everybody speaks English all over the world. It's kind of like the standard language. But we also have a lot of people from Latin America who are looking for more stability, who are looking for ways to make more money here in the States. And sometimes when you do the conversion, it doesn't really necessarily work with their advantage. So they come to the state looking to establish that credit history through that ITIN number, and knowing that you guys can help them build that credit profile and change their lives in the future. That's something that I've never seen before, and we're truly appreciative that you do that for everybody.
And you know what? It's not just people that are coming to the States. Think about when, as a high schooler, someone graduates and they don't have access to lots of credit. They don't have a whole array of accounts of auto loan, credit cards, mortgage. And so it's the same credit building process for the ITIN as it is for the average person.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. It's kind of like that first job when you're straight out of college and you're so worried about your GPA, but then you realize that they asked it one time, and then after your first job, nobody cares anymore because you already built your reputation. So it's the same thing with credit.
Yep. And in your business, it's all about that CPA. Lucelia, how many of your clients would you say are looking for money for real estate? Are most of your clients looking for money for real estate? I mean, I know more millionaires are created through real estate in America than any other industry, but you have a lot of students.
Yeah, so the way our channel started, we needed to focus on something, because when you're too broad on the content that you're trying to cover in your channel, you're spreading yourself too thin, and you get all over the place. So what we decided to do is just start off talking about real estate, because we figured out that was more niche, and that was what I was doing on a full-time basis. And then eventually we realized that by reading the comments, we realized that we attracted a lot of different audiences. People who already have real estate, people who wanted to buy real estate, but then part of those people were also business owners. And the more questions they asked us, the more we started to understand, oh, you know what? Our channel could be a lot more diversified other than just real estate. So that's when we started venturing out, but we started really paying attention to what the people were saying. Read their messages, see what they're looking for. It's great research, and at the same time, it gives us great cues as to how you can actually adapt, in our case, our content, and same thing for you guys. You interact with a lot of your customers at the same time. So just by listening to that, it helps you cater your product and services better than that way. So to be more specific in answering your questionnaire, originally we started 100% real estate investors, or people wanting to invest in real estate. But ever since we grew, we realized that our followers started diversifying, quote unquote. So I would say we get roughly about 80% real estate investor, 20% businesses, and within that 70% investors, some of those viewers are half and half. Some of them actually do own businesses. They have dry cleaners, they have barbershops, some of them do flipping, some of them are truck drivers. They listen to a lot of our videos when they're on the road as a way to just learn and do something with that time. And they are potentially your customers, because not only they're looking to buy real estate, but they're also looking to expand their trucking business.
And are most of your students, are they like ready to get going once they've heard once they've worked with you for a while, or do most of them need access to funding, regardless of whether they're in real estate or they have a brick and mortar or an e-commerce business? Are they ready to get going right away, or is funding like one of the things that pops up like more than 50% of the time?
Yes, definitely in that ballpark, roughly about 50%. Maybe some of them are using part of their savings. Some of them, they even get indebted with their friends or family members, and then they hit that roadblock, and they're always looking to grow. For some, they don't really have anything. All they have is their credit, and they're looking for ways, creative ways to get started, and that's something that I've seen that you guys have always facilitated.
Well, thank you everyone for joining us today. It's been really pleasurable. I've had a great time talking to Lucelia. I hope you've enjoyed this interview as much as I've enjoyed being here today with Lucelia. And as always, if you liked our video, go ahead and give it a like. Hopefully you're already subscribed to our channel. And let us know in the comments below how much you enjoyed this interview. We'd really love to hear the feedback, whether it's good, bad, or ugly. Just let us know. And thank you so much. Lucelia, do you have anything you'd like to sign off with?
Yeah, sure. Hopefully you enjoyed the episode. I greatly appreciated the company as well. It was certainly a great conversation. And don't leave for tomorrow what you could be doing today. So if you want to partner up with Fund and Grow, just make sure you click the link down below and join the team.